From 1545 to 1574, which is late 10th century Hijri, Sheikh Abu Sa'ud Efendi served as the Grand Mufti of the Ottoman Empire, presiding over one of the most organized religious bureaucracies in the pre-modern world. His life and career perfectly embodied the deeply structured nature of Islamic learning. He wasn't simply a brilliant individual, he was a product of a system, the Ottoman intellectual ilmi tradition, which standardized madaris, curricula, Iftā, qada, and government administration across 3 continents. Nothing in this world of scholarship was haphazard. Islamic knowledge moved through clear pathways, defined levels, and intentional processes that preserved both continuity and unity. The office of Shaykh al-Islam had grown within this atmosphere of structure. It began in the mid-1400s with Mullah Fanari, the first Qadi Askar, and evolved into a tiered empire-wide hierarchy of scholars. Muftis became state-appointed officials, stationed in cities to advise qadis in legal matters. This hierarchy intentionally mirrored the hierarchy of teachers in the madrasa system. When you graduated, you didn't simply enter the world, you started at the bottom, teaching children in village schools, slowly advancing to bigger towns and eventually major cities. Movement was structured. A village teacher could become a village mufti. A mid-level teacher could become a mid-level mufti. And each promotion came according to the schedules written into Sultanic law. The entire process was designed to protect the integrity of ilm and make governance smoother and more coherent. This is where Sheikh Abu Sa'ud's significance becomes unmistakable. He helped systematize Iftā on a scale the Muslim world had never seen. Questions from every corner of the empire were gathered, sorted, and rewritten by trained Iftā into standardized formats. His fatwa collection, the Ma'rudat, became a handbook used by muftis and qadis during his lifetime and for centuries after. Even the selection of which fatwas to circulate was intentional. It guided the empire towards specific juristic tendencies that the state deemed most beneficial and consistent with the Sharia. And with Sultan Sulaiman Qanuni, Sheikh Abu Sa'ud helped organize public laws so that they aligned with and never contradicted the Sharia, the divine law. And it was during his time as Shaykh al-Islam that he wrote his magnum opus in tafsir, Irshad Aql al-Salim. And all of this reflects the larger truth about our tradition. Islamic scholarship has always been structured. The madhabs were never optional accessories to the religion. They were anchors that preserved the ummah's unity and continuity. For over a millennium, adherence to a madhab was intentional, an act of preservation, a safeguard against fragmentation, and the very mechanism through which the community maintained coherence in law, in ibadah, in worship, and spirituality. So when we look at Sheikh Abu Sa'ud Efendi, we are not just looking at a single scholar. We are looking at the embodiment of a system, an entire civilization of ordered learning, of principled continuity, and a scholarship built on structure rather than spontaneity. His life is a window into how Islamic knowledge is meant to function, disciplined, structured, and anchored in the enduring wisdom of the madhabs.